Hello, everybody. We're here on the restream. Okay. All set up. Together again. Just posted my air signs. So those are up. Hello to everybody. It's going to be kind of slow to connect. Also, there is a bit of a lag in the conversation, so y'all bear with me. It's not really in real time. Oops. Can't have that. Cannot have music. There we go. Hi, Delaney. Hello. Happy February. Hi, Frederick. Hello, darling. How are ya? Hello. Frederick. I've got something coming for you. Frederick, be on the lookout. I'm going to give you a birthday reading. We're going to look at your year ahead, Fred. But I am going to send you a private reading for your viewing, and then you can tap into it anytime you need to. I'm going to look at each month for you for your birthday, because you do so much for me, for everybody, Fred. I'm going to be conducting that reading. Just give me a minute, because it's going to take me a second to kind of put it all together, and I want to really just give you something special, something truly tailored just for you. So that's my birthday gift for Fred. So I appreciate everything you do. You're always in my chats. You're always on my lives. You're moderating for me, keeping the chat safe for everybody else, always coaxing a good time, bringing the room together. You're the glue, man. Fred's the glue. So big round of applause for Frederick. Thank you so much for all you do here in my chat. So happy birthday to you, my friend. I'm so grateful for all you do. I hope everything's going well for you. I hope everything's going well for everybody. Layla, Lisa, hello. Hi, everybody. I know I don't have to. I do what I want. No, I know I don't have to. I just want to. Yeah, it's a part of my plans now that I've got everything nice and settled. You guys will notice that I've got air signs up. I've got earth signs coming tomorrow. I've had some other things that I'm kind of buttoning up, but man, I'll tell you what, everything is about to become a smooth running locomotive. Here he is. Say hi, everybody. Hi, Sarah. Teriyaki Sarah. She has a page called Sarah Speaks. I was on there. I love your channel. I'm going to say this. I love your channel. You should be on here on your page so I can promote you. Sarah Speaks. Such a cute stinking channel. I love it. Fred's content is really cute too. He's got a bunch of puppy stuff. Lisa, how you doing, baby doll? Mwah. Delaney, are you sharing your time with work? I appreciate you very much. I believe Facebook is here as well, if I'm not mistaken. I accidentally had music playing when I first came on. I forget completely. I forget completely that I even have it playing. So apologies to the copyright gods, to whomever is watching. Yes, you should. Let me promote you. I like your little channel. There she, God, that was fast. She's like, boom, boom. Say it, Sarah. Yes. Okay. Let me look here. How can I? Multitasking king. Yeah, absolutely. Behind on reads. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. It's been a busy season. Everybody's kind of redirected their focus to other things. I can see it. There's a lot of new faces that are kind of hitting the wave of creative focus, and I'm finding there's been some redirection. Other people that, this is what they do all the time. They're just as regular as rain. There's little waves. We all ride the wave. I caught a wave. I'm on the same wave you're on, Miss Sarah. I'm on the wave in the other direction, but here I come back. Whee! We have fun. Your reads are unhinged. That's good. That's fantastic. Say it, Sarah. I like her page. Lisa is hanging in there. Blessings, baby. Multitasking. This girl right here, Delaney, is everywhere at the same time. She will go, Maud, come here and visit and be at her job. Such a Capricorn. Such a little Capricorn. Miss Delaney got her reading. Everybody be sure and let me know. You're my regulars. You come in all the time. Let me know when your birthday is. Let me know. I'll give you something a little bit special. Lisa, Aries season, you're coming up. Hi, Mayu. Welcome in. Welcome to the chat. Everybody say hi to Mayu. We are going to be doing some readings here. Gemini, cool. Your reading went up today for February. I just put up the air signs reading. They are time stamped. Y'all be sure to look at the comment section and your sun, moon, rising. Look at your other readings as well. We will go in and do a collective. May 22nd. My best friends, May 25th. My bestie is May 25th. Yeah, we're thick as thieves. We get along like a house on fire. Cappy side. Yeah, here, there, and everywhere. Sometimes simultaneously. Miss Say It, Sarah. I just got the biggest kick out of your page. You were popping up all over my feed because I hadn't been on in a while. And since I followed you, it was like, hey, hang out. Look at the stuff. Cute stuff. I'm going to sit on there and hang out and give you a bunch of likes and views and stuff. I'm going to give you some energy, babe. Okay. Anyway, air signs are up. Water sign was done last week. Also, fire signs done. Earth sign is coming tomorrow as well. So, all right. Also, I'm available for live readings. If anybody needs some focused, concentrated, tailored to you energy, my readings are 5, 11, 15, and 30. Links are on my page. Hey, Sarah, you found me. First time here. Fantastic. Welcome. I appreciate you. I much appreciate you. Oh my goodness. Back at you. Back at you. Tenfold. Bumpster's going to sit here and have a bath in front of everybody. He has no shame at all. Much love, positive vibes to every single one of you. Lots of uplifting vibes. The world is heavy. Energy is heavy. This is the densest planet in the universe. And it feels as if sometimes that we tend to lean into that energy, and it is addictive. You tend to see that negativity spreads much, much faster and much, much more profoundly than positive energy. Positive energy is like a flash in the pan. It's like that holding us over, carrying us to the next moment sort of kick we get whenever we get something positive, positive news, positive happenings, positive for us, positive interaction with a stranger, something like that. But that's the fuel, right, that keeps us going. But unfortunately, they say misery loves company. So we sit in our dharma as much as possible, not karma. So we try to elevate ourselves, raise our frequencies, put ourselves to be, I don't want to call it untouchable because none of us are. We're here just energy having that human experience. But I will say it makes you more aware. It makes you more apt to see it quicker and to know what to do with it if you are kind of making conscious efforts to choose positivity. Okay. Yeah, there's Layla. Okay. Came back to Facebook, had to create a channel to comment on YouTube. Yes. Leela, yes. Unfortunately, yes. You have to not only create an account, but you have to be a subscriber to my channel for more than 3 minutes. It just, unfortunately, in the past, I have been a troll magnet. So this just kind of weeds that out. Most trolls don't have the patience to hang out and listen to all this for 3 minutes and not feel affected in some way. So they either get angrier and leave, or they hang out and sit with it and then come in, and then the moderator, Fred, immediately zaps them. So thanks, Mayu. I appreciate you. Very cool. Like to be touched and hugged, like those hugs. Yes. Big hugs and squeezes. You can do 3 minutes? Nice. Well, you also have to create a YouTube channel. And then there's 3 minutes. So Fred wants you over there. It's so bad. That's funny because Fred won't go to Facebook. But I am including Facebook because I just want to have that vibe back. That was such a vibe, right? Back in the day. Remember back in the day? I took it away and we are here to stay. I almost could have went namaste. All right. Need to create a channel maybe when I'm at the airport waiting. And we're going to do collective. Absolutely. Yes. Whoa. Okay. Hello. Here we all are. Lottie-dottie, we likes to party. We don't cause trouble and we don't bother nobody. We're just some readers who rock the night. And when we rock the night, we rock the night right. Crow like a rooster. Heck yeah. Make a channel being goofy? Yeah, why not? There's plenty. There's plenty. You would be in fantastic company, Miss Layla. And I'm here for it. I love the spontaneous, wild and out, being all naturally, organically you. I have my moments. I think they're hilarious, but they're private. They're for me, my animals, and my poor mom in there holding her tongue, trying not to laugh too much at me. I like being neurodivergent. It's a fun ride I'm having here on the planet Earth. It's fun. Okay. All right, my loves. Let's do a collective in honor of the late, great Catherine O'Hara. We're going to use the unofficial Shitty Tarot. I am heartbroken every time I see something regarding Catherine. I'm just, I'm grief stricken. It just, it hurt. It hurt bad. Okay. Exactly. Fred's right. You don't have to post content. There's plenty of people that just watch. There's voyeurs. There's people that just comment, and they're just here for the live stream comments too. So that's always good. So as I said, yes, in honor. This is eerie how Catherine O'Hara is on the death card in the unofficial Shitty Tarot deck. But also on the Five of Cups, this is how I'm feeling for her loss. Let's see. Yeah. But in honor of the late, great Catherine O'Hara, we're going to use a lot of the unofficial Shitty Tarot. We'll be using a lot of this deck here. So, all right, here we go. Here we go, collective. What is today? Let's look at the month ahead. We're going to look at week by week for the month of February, week by week. Maybe we can even do timestamps. Maybe we could even do timestamps. I'm even thinking about building a candle. Maybe we might do a candle with some intention here. That'll be fun. This is a little ASMR for people as well. We can do a little candle building. I've got some anointment oils here. Look at this one. Protect from evil. Yes. Got some oils. Got all kinds of herbs and fun stuff we can put in there. So, yeah, a little candle fun. That'll be fun. Cute. Which Sarah? Haha, which everyone? Natalia is here. Hello, Miss Natalia. Natalia, Sarah, S-A-R-A. Sarah, S-A-R-A-H. Layla, Delaney, Frederick. I am here for it. I can't scroll my chat. Why can I not scroll my chat? There we go. Mayu. Okay, here we go. Hi, Kim. How are you, babe? Just in time. Just in time for the collective. Glad you're here. Okay, let's see. We're going to go week by week for February. Week by week. This is in all signs, every single person, all collective. Let's see. What is that? Five of Swords keeps trying to come out. Five of Swords keeps just popping out. 20 twin around here. Twin Weston. I watched Friday the other day. I'm fresh on that. I am very fresh on that movie and all the quotes. My mom giggled and comes in and goes, "What are you watching?" So funny. Bye, Felicia. Okay, here we go. The month of February. Here we go. Kim over yonder. You're so funny, Fred. Miss Lisa, checking in with you, baby doll. Lisa is here as well. Don't let me forget Lisa. She's so peacefully sitting. My little wallflower, Lisa. I will not let you go unseen. My Mercury in Leo will not let it happen. Okay, let's look at week number 1. All right, we've got the Hanged Man. That movie is everything. We've got the Hanged Man for week number 1. Hey, ladies. Let me hold this here for you guys for a little while. I have my wonderful gay son. I call him my gay son. He's over on the, he's going to be a doctor. So he's my son. I'm encouraging him and pushing him through med school. He always does the mouth with the lick when it comes to this card. When he puts it up, this card comes up and he goes, lick. Anyway, back to the business here. This is Bo. This is Bo from Schitt's Creek. And this is the Hanged Man hanging around, waiting for the moment from what was to what will be. This is needing to let something go. I think there's a shift in the perspective happening for a lot of us this first week of February. I think our view is changing. I think our perspective is changing. I think we are currently in a bit of a holding pattern. A lot of us are affected by this, of just kind of getting ready to do something very big, something major. This is major arcana energy for the first week. Oh gosh, indeed, Miss Sarah. Oh gosh, indeed. Let's see. So we pulled the Five of Swords. It fell out for overall energy. Five of Swords is this is a very fresh mouth. This is sassy mouths. This is people giving a lot of backhanded compliments. This is outright insulting you directly to your face. This is you feeling very insulted by that and the need to clap back with that Five of Swords energy. Okay. This could be the energy this month of people just trying you and testing you, and you're not the one. With that ace right down the middle, you're not the one. It's people trying you, testing you, heckling you, giving you crap, talking smack about, whatever. So, Hangman, maybe this is you changing your perspective. I need to change my environment. I need to change how I deal with people. I need to kind of take a step back and reassess how I approach things during this first month here with that Hanged Man energy. But when the Hanged Man is here in the regular Rider Waite, there is spiritual enlightenment happening around that face, around the head. This is, in this position, the blood goes to your head. We think differently. We kind of start to process things differently. We're focusing on different things. And so the mind still continues on, but in a different aspect. It goes to it shifts in a different way, right? Okay. First week, lots of changes. Second week. Is that what you had said? 8 of Pentacles. Going to work. Going back to school. To prove to Dad I'm not a fool. I got my boots. I got my lunch packed up. I got my boots tied, and I hope I don't get in a fight. I'll hear me bouncing in my chair. Hi, Dad. To prove to Dad I'm not a fool, right on cue. Hilarious. Hi, Dad. There he is. Happy Friday, indeed. This is my Saturday, as a matter of fact. Yesterday was my Friday. For those of you confused, I'm currently on my W-2 earning weekend. Awesome. Okay. Is that your card? Is that what you had said? So we have 8 of Pentacles. This is you guys like turning this momentum around. You take this first week to make major shifts. By the second week, boom, locked and loaded, ready to go. Ready to go. Ramon, hello. Bienvenido. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Qué tal? All right. Week number 3. We're right in the middle of the collective. We're looking at February energy. We're going week by week. Week number 1, the Hanged Man. Week number 2, 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles is studious. This is getting to work. This is getting your ducks in a row so that you can make results happen. You've already figured things out. This is very intense. This is like 2 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands. This is a lot of things all combined because there's a lot of time to make a lot of action happen in this energy. This is time hanging around, thinking about things, a transitionary period. And then there you go. Second week, off to work you go. Hi ho, hi ho. Week 3, what you doing? Oh, Catherine O'Hara. Oh my goodness. Mwah, besos, Miss O'Hara, besos. So, okay. Focus. Now look at the enlightenment around her. Now she did wear this crown. It was glorious. It's, behooves of her. I imagine her. Oh God, this was such a moment. Anyway, you are radiating by this third week collective. My collective is radiating. You've got a lot of magnetism, positivity. I mean, we were talking earlier about positivity, right? Thank you for the taps. Appreciate. Absolutely, Fred. Thank you. This is radiating positivity by that third week. We're going to get a little more clarity on everything, of course. All right, let's look. By that fourth week, what are we doing? All right, 9 of Wands. This is pretty much how a lot of the air signs ended. By the end of the month, February is looking like that. It's looking like we're going into springtime prepared, geared up, ready to go. So by the final week here, it's looking like you're on guard, but resilient and tenacious. Very, 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 exuberant. This is forcefully making things happen. Now, I do warn you against being forceful, against, resistance and pushback and all that. So I do warn you against that. A lot of you might be taking this sun card energy going into that final week, deeming that this is supposed to be just because of how positively things are going. You may take that energy and try to create this more permanent fixture, something that you're building, something that you're growing, something that you're going into, something that you're getting ready to do, something that you are starting to look into, something that you are opening up your mind to. Whatever this is, some of you might be getting ready to date again. Some of you might be getting ready to look for a new house. Some of you might be getting ready to go back to school. Some of you might be ready to look for a new job, to start your own business, to start a family, whatever any of this is. There's a lot of stuff that goes into the possibilities of this. Of course, everything could be tailor-made exactly to each and every single one of you in these general collective readings. Take what fits, throw out the rest. Let's get more clarification here. So at the bottom of the deck, which you don't see coming, I have a feeling that this Five of Swords kind of puts you to this Nine of Wands. It's almost like you've had enough. You're trying so hard to be so positive. You're working really, really hard on trying to make results happen. I feel like you're getting focused. This is about redirection of your energy here with that Eight of Pentacles. This is also transmutation, taking a lot of angst and confusion and hesitation and blocks, possibly potential blocks that maybe you had to wait for movement on to be able to utilize some results. We've got the Empress, Queen of Pentacles, the Magician, the Hierophant. Oh my goodness. She's showing up, isn't she? Showing up in spades. So we do have the Empress here. We do have the Empress here. Let's see here. So we have this nurture, compassion for what you're building, what you're growing, what you're trying to make happen here. The Queen of Pentacles is support. This is you receiving a lot of very grounded type of results starting to happen. The Magician is resourceful, intelligence. This is you connecting this spiritually in the end to this kind of divine moment. Remember, we talked about that spiritual connection, how your mind shifts, how you tend to focus on other senses to carry you through to the end here. Okay. Quick question. Can y'all hear that talking in the background? Just curious. Just curious if y'all can hear that. I hear it. Okay. Let's get some clarifiers. Let's do clarifiers. That's pretty loud AF, hey? No? Good. Cool. Thanks. Appreciate it. Thanks, Natalia. For a while, but for a long time. Yeah, baby. Yay. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Okay, here we go. Tell me, please, about the Hanged Man. Ten of Cups. Oh yeah, that's the rainbow. That's butterflies, unicorns, farting sprinkles. This is utopia, right? The dream of all dreams. What everybody's moving for. Hi, Sonic. Welcome. Good to see you. So cute. Your tarot bay. Love you. That is so cute. What else for the hangman? What else on this hangman? And the Empress. Oh, yeah. Some of you, this is family stuff. Some of you are looking to start a family, to start going in the direction of what it would look like to start building and growing a family. Some of you by the end of the month may be getting a little defensive about this. Others of you are looking to just grow and just to build and to start to finally pour into yourself. You maybe have exhausted yourself in the past and felt like, giving of yourself over and over and over was the key to your success, was the key to getting to where you thought you should be at this point in your life. And I think now you're starting to redirect that focus back to self. The Empress is self-love. This is boundaries. This is protection so that you can nourish and grow. The Queen of Pentacles down here, I call her the cousin of the Empress. This is somebody who kind of has that same mindset, but they lack in their ability to say clearly, matter-of-factly, to straight to the point, sort of. With that Queen of Swords, they lack the empathy and the love, that deep emotional outpouring like the Queen of Cups would have. This is the Empress. So this is the Queen of all queens. She has all that energy. All the energy is all combined there. But in order to grow, right, that takes time. That takes the earth energy. And this is exactly what the pentacles are. That's earth energy. We put things into the soil, into the dirt to nurture and create life. But that takes time. And it takes patience. And it takes tenderness. And it takes monitoring. It takes all these things. But the Empress, that is that impregnated energy out here twice now. This is talking about growing something, building something, nurturing something, pouring your heart and soul, with compassion and love. The Ten of Cups is all the love in the world for the results that you're pouring into it in the beginning to create the results you're trying to get in the end. Okay, so this is a big plan. Feels like this Hanged Man energy. A shift has happened in your perspective. Some of you may have said, I never want a family, and something's shifted and changed. For some of you, others of you may have said, I never felt like I could get what it is that I wanted, and now I feel like I can. I feel like I have the vision now. I feel like I now have the wisdom. I have the resources with that Magician coming out. Okay. Queen of Cups energy. Yes. That Queen of Cups energy. I tell you what, that is something, I'm there myself, but it's with the Queen of Swords is standing in front of my Queen of Cups. We'll put it that way. I have them in order, and my Queen of Cups stands firmly behind my Queen of Swords currently. My Queen of Swords is first and foremost right now. All right. Anyway, let's talk about the Eight of Pentacles, please. Tell me about the Eight of Pentacles. Wow, it's a lot. There's the Wheel of Fortune. All right. Turning things in our favor. There's the King of Pentacles. I did notice. There's the King of Pentacles. Here's the Emperor. Holy crow. Whoa. That is balancing both sides, mastering the receiving and the giving of the energy necessary to create. Some of you, it's unilaterally. Some of you, it's all on your own. Some of you have fantastic support with the Queen of Pentacles out here. Wow. Okay. King of Pentacles. This is a very grounded divine plan that is in the works. It's something that is solid, buildable, feels like things are finally turning in a direction that feels more secure by the second week. Okay. I like that. That's coming up, kids. We'll look at that again next week for sure to see how this is going. I'm super curious. I'm excited to see what next week will look like whenever we're looking at this grounded energy, the Wheel of Fortune. Some of you are figuring out how to close these karmic lessons. Eight of Pentacles is about learning things. This is about taking yourself to school. Doesn't always need to be in the literal sense. This could be about sitting down and doing your shadow work, committing and dedicating yourself to doing that shadow work so that you can truly feel happy and enjoy the love, the growth, the planning, the potential, life, the little moments. Like some of you are doubling down on this by the end of the month, just saying, I don't care what it takes. This is happening. Oh, this is happening. 10 swords, 9 swords. We didn't even talk about these, did we? We just mulled right over all that. I think you're over. I think you're putting an end to a lot of your stress and your sleepless nights. You're committing to doing away with that here. 10 of swords, 9 of swords. Okay. Get in there. Talking about the Sun card. Oh. Hyperactive cards. Talking about the Sun card. Thank you. 2 of Swords. And the Chariot. The Chariot as well. 2 of Swords and the Chariot. This is come hell or high water. You're moving forward on this no matter what. You're blocking out anything that is not in alignment with where you're headed, what you're doing, what you're overcoming. I feel like it's either this or nothing at all. There is no other option with that 2 of Swords. This is giving Yoda. Excuse me a minute while I go Yoda on everybody. Do or do not. There is no try. 2 of Swords. You know, when you hear people, well, how's it going? Oh, I'm trying. I'm really trying. You know, okay. Well, all right. It's the 3rd week in February now. So what kind of effort have you put in? Some of you are just not even bringing that mentality to the table. The Chariot card is strong. This is powerful. This is mind made up, heading in a direction, moving forward, overcoming obstacles. This is Cancer energy. Got Pisces energy out here as well. Aries energy, and Taurus with the Hierophant. Taurus energy out here. This is divine optimism here with the Sun card coming out in the Chariot. Divine optimism for just, I'm going forward. Come hell or high water. This is what that 2 of Swords is. Come hell or high water. Whatever that means. Bonus points if anybody can put that in the chat. Come hell or high water comes from the saying of blah, 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 blah. All right, 9 of Wands. Let's look at it. this might be this energy carrying over, this Two of Swords. This could be people trying to get in your head a little bit, and you're blocking that out. You could be completely resistant to all negativity at this point. You've had enough. You're sick of it. You're over it. You're sending people away. Take that mess somewhere else. Oh, thanks for even being here, Delaney. All right, thank you for even being here. I'm going to get on when you can chat and have fun. The Tower over the Ten of Swords. Oh my gosh, that's funny. All right, here we go. Let's look at the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands. Thank you. Judgment. Mind's made up. The decision is final. Your decision is final. Whatever this is, whatever this Five of Swords energy is, this is the clapbacks, the naysayers, the negativity. This is people coming at you and coming at you and coming at you. I think you're fighting tooth and nail to keep your focus strong, no matter what that looks like. Even if you have to mute conversations, if you have to turn your phone down, if you have to completely disengage from social media, if you have to turn the television off, if you have to completely revoke all conversation that leads to something that is not vibrationally aligned, you're on it. I think this is your soul mission. I can't talk about that right now. I don't have the mental capacity. I don't have room for it. All right, here we go. One more. You're called out. Oh, the Magician. Huzzah. And for my next trick, right? This is Magician, guys. This is Magician. You guys have made up your mind. The decision is final. The work's in progress. It's already done. It's already done started. It's already been brought in. Grace, hello, my love. How are you? Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Good to see you. Yeah, it's already been brought in. The train has left the station. There's nothing that can be done to stop the progress. You might as well just sit back and watch. Might as well just hang out. If you've got nothing positive to say, then say nothing. This is your MO. Leading out of February, going into March, if you've got nothing positive to say, if you've got nothing helpful to say, get out of my way. Have a nice day. Come what may. However y'all want to end that. Yes, 9. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate you. Thank you for everybody showing up. Y'all are fantastic. That's a lot. It's pretty good. For me coming back in, I know y'all are used to heavier flowing rooms, big hitting rooms, but you know, there she ran over to Facebook. You're so cute. You're so funny. Alrighty. Bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming. 5 of Swords. What? Ah! That's what you don't see coming, but no, you do see it coming because I've warned you. I'm telling you all about it. You guys. You guys, this 5 of Swords. You're on it. You've made your mind up. Nothing can stand in your way here. We've got the High Priestess. We've got the Moon card with the Lover's card. Uh-oh. There's the 8 of Swords. Don't let them get in your head. Here's the Emperor again. There's the Emperor again. I don't think you can help it. Here's the problem with people, right? Whenever we share our news, our plans, things we're excited about, people cannot help but try to help you or protect you or remind you. And unfortunately, if it is not positive or reaffirming, it can very easily be a deterrent. Easily. This can be a major deterrent to your focus. This can bring in this confusion. We've got the Moon card, the High Priestess. This is your higher self. This is your divine connectivity with your higher self, trying to be the louder voice. But these outside voices, they are, I think they're having some sort of an impact. I think that they are getting through. We've got the Tower, the Ten of Wands. A lot of you are trying to keep things afloat. Here's the Eight of Pentacles again. And the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, look at this. And then the Ace of Wands. This is you guys. This is you guys carrying all the weight of everything crumbling on your shoulders. The Tower card and the Ten of Wands. This is a lot of burdens. This could be everyone else around you just adding on. And did you think about this? Did you remember this? Did you know that this happened to this person? Let me tell you about this other person. Let me tell you about this other person. And none of this is conducive in helping to build anything. It just feels like it's hacking away. It feels like it's hacking away at things that you've built. These are things that are chipping away at your tower. Okay. That's these 5 swords. This is outside opinions. This is other people's experiences. This is people projecting their fears onto you. Don't take it on. That Nine of Wands says, I'm not trying to hear that. The Two of Swords says, I don't need this. This is not helpful. Do or do not, there is no try. If you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. Shut your mouth. The Nine of Wands says, I'm busy. I'm busy. What do you want? I'm busy. What do you want? This is your patience wearing thin a little bit. I think that's where this Five of Swords tends to come across. When people tend to think that they're helping, okay? When people tend to think that they're helping and you're trying to reiterate that it's not doing what you are intending and that your focus is misguided, your intentions are not having the impact that you're hoping for. Just wanted to let you know this cannot be received well by people who are not in a very healthy place mentally, emotionally. That will cause a lot of kickback, a lot of fight, a lot of backlash. And, you know, we're not here to try to take on other people's inability to, you know, not personify, not personify everything that is happening in our environment. We got lots of choices being made, though. Lots of choices, lots of decisions. Okay. All right. So let's see here. I am let's see. Good reading, y'all. Okay, the month. That'll be interesting to come back and look at the other weeks. That'll be really interesting. I want to know what's going to happen in that final week leading into March, whenever you guys are having to defend yourself and stand up for what you believe in. Also, by that third week, when things start to kick off, checking back in on that Five of Swords energy as we come back week to week to kind of check in and see how things are going energetically. I'll keep an eye on it. Absolutely. You guys are my collective. You're the ones that show up all the time. This is the intention I put into my cards, is everybody who comes in to get advice and guidance from me every single time I come live. So, all right. Here we go. Let's get some wisdom. What kind of wisdom do we need for the month of February here? What are we looking at for February for my collective? This is the Colette Baron Reed, Wisdom of the Oracle, one of my favorites. We're going to pull one card from here. I am not going to read from the bottom of the deck. We're just going to pull one for the collective to see what you all need to know for the month of February. What is coming up? Okay, here and now, right? Not yesteryear, not before, not who you used to be, not what you would be in the future, not what could be happening. This is this moment right now. Okay, this moment right now, here and now. I promise to love faithfully. All right, let's see here. So for the here and now, this is number 32. We're going to read quickly. Number 32. No hablo español, hablo con los niños, hablo muy poquito. No está fluente. No está fluente, lo siento. Pero hablo poquito, muy poquito. Ok. Aquí y ahora. Aquí y ahora. Aquí y ahora. Being fully present in the moment. Living one day at a time. This is not about going to the past that does not exist anymore. This is not about venturing off to the future that has not happened yet. This is not about robbing you of the opportunity for the present moment. The opportunity is now. Talking about everything else is only taking away from your present moment experience. Stop robbing yourself of the moment of today, the here and now. Yes, everything happens in the now, in the present. Only this moment counts. You have what it takes to handle anything today if you let go of the need to look into the future or collect on the past. Be present and notice what is going on right now. This very moment has the potential for you to create miracles in your life. It has that potential. I nailed it. Gracias. Ahora me mismo. Sí, mismo. Muchas gracias. Okay. Yeah, the miracles happen in the present moment. We rob ourselves of this opportunity every time we tend to visit the past or venture off into the future too far. Okay. All right, kids. This might be another thing that you're trying to remind people of. Look, I don't have time to deal with what happened in the past. That doesn't serve me. I'm only taking the beneficial lessons of what not to do and what worked. And I'm trying to create in this moment so that my future can be what I am making of it. But I need that time now to be able to do it. Boom. Layla is amazing indeed. Oh my goodness, yes. You're the most fantastic human for doing all that you do, for trying, for working hard, for showing up every day, for giving it your all. Every single one of you. You have to give yourselves credit for doing everything you do every single day. Things will fall through the cracks, but focus on what you did do. Focus on what did get done. Take joy in the fact that you have opportunity to keep on trying to get things done, that you have the opportunity to keep learning and to keep growing. Every moment is an experience that will help you to create something better, as long as you're looking at it in that way. Okay, my love? You can do it, Leila. You're doing fantastic. We love you. We love you. You're doing amazing. Let's look at, we're going to pull one life lesson card. What does your life lesson need to be? We're going to look at this one. Life messages. One life message from my collective. What do you need to know? What do you need to know? All right, here it is. I connect with heaven. Heaven. I connect with heaven. A challenging situation holds a hidden lesson for your growth. By turning inward, you can find peace and transform resentment into understanding. Embrace this moment as a step forward. Serenity and trust that every experience leads you closer to your true self. Every experience leads you closer to who you truly are. As long as you're looking for the opportunity to figure out what worked, what did not, and how can I make my next experience even better. This is healing, about taking the lessons and improving yourself. By turning inward, you can find peace and transform resentment into understanding. By turning inward, how can I take this experience and take it in a beneficial way? How did I learn from this experience? What did I learn? How does it help me to be a better person, to improve on my ability to coexist going forward? And as long as you're staying in that path, you're doing everything you can to connect yourself to your higher self. This is about doing the work here on earth to improve yourself after you leave this physical. Okay. To improve on your experience after the physical experience. Okay. All right, kids. It's getting very deep. Future higher self, real fast. Future higher self. And then we'll pull a few love cards for those of you who are in relationships, or if you're in situationships, we'll pull a few of those. If you are experiencing money woes and money issues, we'll pull a few of those. There we go. What else does my collective need to know for February? A detour is available that can be a benefit to you at the moment. Keep your eyes out for a benefit. Keep your eyes peeled for a benefit, okay? A benefit, a detour that can be a benefit. I keep my eyes peeled for benefits all the time. Rejection is for your protection. This might be what that detour is. It's available right now. Sometimes we're hanging on to the old, something that we've already built, invested in, poured ourselves, our hearts and souls into. Sometimes we're just hanging on to it because we just don't want all of that to be for nothing, right? Sometimes we are so hung up on our expectations of the outcome that we take it personally. We take this very personally. But know that the universe, spirit, your angels, the divine, they have a better outlook on where you're headed, and they're removing things that are not meant to benefit alongside you. They're removing things that are not going to be conducive to that type of environment where you're going to thrive and focus. They're taking everything out of your life that's going to prevent you from truly enjoying what you're building. Okay, so take stock in that. Take stock in the fact that you're being redirected. This is divine redirection. Rejection is your protection. And realize that you have all the qualities to be a leader. My collective, heck yeah, you are. You all have a voice. You all have the ability to guide each other, because you come here to my readings, my live streams. You listen, you pay attention. You guys are here for the awareness, for the evolution, and you're taking this out into the world and you're creating better with it. You guys are always improving yourself, even if it's not here, but that's the type of people that I attract. You go out on YouTube, on the Facebook, social media, out into other avenues, whatever they may be, trusted sources that you have, and you're seeking the ability to improve yourself so that you can help others, so that you can guide, so that you can be a source of light in the vast darkness. What else? You're going to master your material reality in the future. My collective is, yeah, you are. You're welcome, Delaney. Love you. Thanks for hanging out. See you as soon as we can, my darling. Lessons in life are going to be repeated until they're learned. Yep. That's that repeat. That's that continuous cycle. You say you're tired of the lessons. You're so sick and tired of these lessons. You know, you're getting the same situation over and over again. There's something there you're missing. Something is not quite sinking in, and it's going to keep happening until you get it, until you finally understand what needs to change in order to improve the outcome. But that's an inside job. That's something you have to seek internally. It's not happening externally. There's a lesson here for you, and it's going to keep happening until you get it. Okay, kids. You miss the beauty when you're stressed. Be gentle with yourself. Be messy sometimes and let it all go. I can't tell you how liberating it is to be messy sometimes and let it all go. I have to fight this a lot. I'm very neurodivergent, so I have OCD. I've got I'm on the spectrum, so I'm hyper focused on certain things in order to give myself organization so that I can accomplish more. But there's a lot happening around me, and when I'm focused on the wrong things, it tends to rob me from the opportunity to just kind of, like I was saying earlier, be in the moment. That's my own personal example that I can offer to you. Yours could be different. It could be just work has you completely stressed to the gills, and you're not able to see your contribution. You're not able to see your accomplishments. You're not able to see how other people view what it is you're doing because you're so much in your own head. You have to be gentle with yourself. Allow yourself to not be, always on all the time. That's impossible. That's a lot of pressure. Not everybody can live up to those standards. Let it all go. Let it all go. It is what it is. Yes. You will get what you wish for, but make sure it's truly what you want. You better be ready to get what it is you're manifesting. Careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. Case in point, I'll give you an example. When I got out of my marriage, my 10-year narcissistic, emotionally, mentally abusive marriage, I said, when I got out of that, when I started getting ready to date again, I said, I want a fun guy. I want somebody who's fun, who is, more about living life, having a good time. And I got a big old kid. I got a kid. I got somebody who was not serious. I felt like I was 10 years older than him, even though he was... How old was he? Was he a year? He was almost 2 years older than me. And I said, I'm too old for you. When we broke up, I said, I'm far too old for you. I was just much more advanced than he was. But yeah, be careful what you wish for. I wanted this. Okay, here it comes. Are you ready? You're prepared for every single thing that comes with it. We think, oh, I want to win the lottery. There is all kinds of stress and drama that comes with winning the lottery. You got people coming out of the woodworks asking you for things, stressing you out, people trying to scam you left and right. You're looking over your shoulder. You're nervous. You've got, it's bleeding out of you. Your money's just going out of you left and right. It tends to go away. You got everybody with their hand out. The government, friends, family, people you haven't heard from in years, sob stories, strangers. Yeah, careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. That's such a horrible Pussycat Dolls song. Ugh, I hate that I know it, and it popped in my head. A blue one with the red eye keys. What? Oh, manifesting a 2026 Dodge Chargers cat pack. You're funny. Natalia, you're funny. That is funny. But hells yeah. I mean, that's a pristine machine, girl. Hells yeah. That sounds fun. That sounds hella fun. Okay. Those were your readings. Ta-da! Hi, everybody. The cat is like right here. Let's see if I can get him to come over here. Come here, buddy. Want to come say hi? You can say hi. Here's a booty. There he goes. There he goes. Come say hello. Oh my God, Grace, stop. You're funny. Hirsch. Yep, I brought the real beauty. This is what y'all came to see. This is why y'all are here. You're here for this show. Oh my goodness, y'all are so welcome. Y'all are so welcome. What a hell of a reading. Great. Oh my God. You're so funny. All right. Very good. Let's see here. Look at a few love cards. If you're in a situationship, let's see what's going on. If you're unclear, if you're unclear about this love situationship, look at that one. I'm not the person you make me out to be in your mind. It's a fantasy. We romanticize all these situations. Sometimes we go on just what they say and not what they do. People lie. People will tell you anything. People will try you all the time. Sometimes we just take a little bit of a moment and create something much, much bigger. We will completely talk ourselves into something huge out of just a little bitty moment. Anything else for my collective? Situationship. What y'all got going on? I definitely want to spend more time with you. So this person does enjoy your time. Some people will enjoy your time, taking your time. Sometimes you're a placeholder. Sometimes you're a distraction. Sometimes you're helping them to avoid accountability or facing something they're supposed to be facing. You know, we don't realize that we're being used. Sometimes we have to look for all of those other intentions behind what it is that we're getting to make sure that this investment is true and valid. We definitely are not on the same page. Yeah, we're definitely not on the same page. Completely out of sync. You both have completely different agendas, I'm thinking, too. If you're in a situationship with somebody and you're unclear and you're trying to figure out what's going on, you know, they're telling me one thing, but if they're doing another, it seems so weird. Am I even good enough for you? So we have some insecurities showing up. My heart isn't open to anyone because of how I was hurt in the past. Yeah, they haven't healed. So they're still projecting that on everybody else that they're experiencing with currently. They're kind of waiting for that recreation and those old feelings to help them feel secure and happy. And it's not happening because they haven't processed what they've gone through. I know it all too well. If I tell you how I feel, it might change everything. Yeah, this person's afraid of being honest. They're not living authentically, which is why it's just a situationship and not something deeper. What you don't see at the bottom of the deck, it says, if you really knew me, you would know that we're not right together. If you really knew me, if I would ever be honest with you and truly tell you about myself, you know that you would know we were not right for each other. But again, people lie. They try to haze their way and luck their way into connections, thinking that, you know, everything is about exposure versus vibration and frequency. A lot of you My regulars know the vibration and frequency speech. I'm not going to go into it again. If you need to know it, hit me up in the comments. I'll explain it. All right. Anything else? Expect the unexpected. Expect the unexpected. I feel like you can't really hang anything on this. It feels very insecure. Very unplanned. Yeah. If you're doing this online, there's so much ambiguity there. You have no idea who you're dealing with, what you're dealing with, what else they're doing. We've got Cupid, Epiphany, and Cassette. So this is Cupid looking for love out there, putting yourself out there, trying to get exposure, trying to see if you can't saturate yourself with as much connection as possible to happen into something. We've got Epiphany. The answers will come. It's kind of like this discovery, this realization, this enlightenment upon an experience. And then Cassette. Take some time to grow. Takes time to grow. Okay. Interesting. Now, if you're having financial issues, we'll see what a potential blocks could be. I know, exactly, Grace. Very good, Grace. Absolutely. The 3-month rule, at least. What are some potential blocks for some finances? If you guys are having financial blocks, what you could be experiencing are some unrealistic expectations. Okay. Could be having a blocked crown chakra. We were talking about this earlier, having that connectivity wide open. Being very crystal clear with your inner knowing, your higher self. Any other blocks? Thank you. Success vampires. Those are those distractions. These are those naysayers. This is people who have doubts, who cast their insecurities on you, people who project negativity all over the place. We've got wrong path also coming out here. If you feel like you're not making any progress in life, then it may be that you've chosen the wrong path. Trace your mistakes so that you can make the necessary changes. If there's no progress being made, if there's no outcome, if you've been at this for quite some time and you haven't gotten very far, this could be the wrong path for you. Maybe this is about you looking at something parallel, maybe something that could be similar, but in a different direction. Maybe take the inspiration from the path you have chosen and try to create something different. Lack of knowledge also might be a block for some of you. Got lack of knowledge coming out here. Educate yourselves. Really learn as much as possible. This is about getting into books, not just going online to seek information because it's saturated. Oh my God, it is inundated with everybody saying something, but you have to know where they're getting that information from. Know that who you're asking, what's backing that information. Okay. I listen to neuroscientists, philosophers, psychiatrists, doctors. I love the psychological science of understanding why we do what we do and to what end. When I learned tarot, I studied it. I took classes, got books, and I went online. I mean, it was about taking the time to really invest in what you're trying to learn and do. Oh my gosh, I saw this prime example. Below Deck, Down Under just started, and this little gal that I watched who was a sous chef, and she had no experience. She never went to culinary school. This girl, the other last chef, took her under her wing. She was harsh. Most chefs are. Took her under her wing, tried to teach her as much as possible. She said, I'm going to go, when I get off this boat, I'm going to go to school. I'm going to go to culinary school. I'm going to become a chef. And everybody's like, yes, you'd be great. You know, everybody was cheering for her, rooting for her. She tried hard. She took all that wisdom and she did put some effort in. She got lost because she's young, you know, did all the TV drama BS or whatever. She took the break, did not go to school, came back as a sous chef, got under an even stronger chef, and he is not having it. He's not being nearly as kind. She should have taken that time, gone to school, and now charter one. She's in the corner crying, kicking herself, feeling like an idiot, doing everything wrong, dropping things, burning things, cutting herself. It's a mess. It's a mess, and it shows. You know what I mean? It shows. And I'm sitting there like, why didn't you go to school? You said you would go to school. Why didn't you go to school? I myself am looking into school. I want to. I went to beauty college to cut hair. I wanted to be able to be licensed to get that job, go to school, get that education, learn what it is you're going towards. If it's about relationships, learn about the person. We don't just go into it and practice everything that's worked before. You need to take the time to learn about this person. Who is this person? Where are they at in life? How do you both meld in your current status? What does that look like in your current place? And that takes time to know. It's not just about remembering old experiences and projecting that onto current happenings. That's unhealed energy. Okay. Learn. Take the time. Invest. We have this big, beautiful supercomputer right here given to us. This is the gift of knowing. If you use it, stop giving the power away. Learn something. From the movie Pitch Perfect, crack a book, John. I love reading. Toby and Tarot. You guys are funny. Podcasts on analyzing behavior of others. I would love it. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, I'm going to get into all of that. I'll be getting into the psychology of all that coming up soon. Right now, I'm trying to get my butt in school. I'm getting the passion going, and I want to just kind of be moldable. I want to be moldable. I want to be putty. So I'm excited. But yes, behaviors of others. I listen to a lot. Lewis Howes. Lewis Howes does a lot of podcasts with other people. He brings a lot of people in, spiritualists, teachers, philosophers, educators, doctors, professionals, all kinds of people. I love listening to his stuff. Russell Brand does a lot of really cool podcasts that I like to listen to. Anyway, yeah, I dig all that stuff. He's cleaning his toes, literally. I wish y'all could see how spread out his toes are right now. I want to show you guys. His toes are so spread out. Cleaning his toes. Oops. Uh-oh. It's gonna fall. We're taking a trip, y'all. Hang on. Let me switch my camera so I can fix that. Stand by. Wow, he was getting them toes. I can hear you singing, Grace. That's cute. Hilarious. He's gone. He left me. Per usual. Oh, that is crooked AF. My Virgo placements are freaking out. Sorry, y'all. Wee! Okay, that's going to be a little off. If you've got Virgo in your chart, bear with me. It won't be much longer. We've been on an hour and 20. So very cool. Thank y'all very much for hanging out with me. Late diagnosis 6 years ago. ADHD. Interesting. You're reading No More Assholes? That's cool. That's cool. I bet that's a good book. I bet that's a really good book. I feel very neurodivergent. I haven't gotten into that yet. I'm sure it'll be a very, very fun case study when I finally get to school and get going and all that. I think I have a green marker on my face. I'm a mess, y'all. I'm a mess, girl. Okay. Does anybody need any personal readings done? You're so welcome. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, Soul Family, for coming and hanging out, spending an hour with me. I am honored as always. Forever and always honored. Per usual. Facebook, YouTube, coming together, hanging out. You're so welcome. I do every other night. I'm going to try to come live. Tomorrow, like I said, I'm going to get the earth signs readings out, and that will be all February done. Yay. I'm back. Also, for those of you who are members on YouTube, if you are a member, a soul family member, I'll be going on and looking at your signs, what your sun signs are, and you guys are going to be getting readings starting to get posted on YouTube. So the rest of the month is going to be focused on my members. So if you're an Aquarius, Fred, Cancer, we've got Capricorn, Aries, my regular subscribers. So there's those readings, and if you are a member, you can go on and watch those readings. Any one of you. So if I have missed any one of you, make sure that you go on to the posts, put your signs on there, and then we will do those readings, financial readings and love readings. General overall readings are for everybody. That's for the general collective. So those are all posted. So far, I've got fire, water, and now air. Earth will be posted tomorrow, and that's all of February posted. Those are timestamps, so y'all can skip around, and it is for sun, moon, and rising. Be sure to go check this out. Again, put together all the readings to get a pretty good picture of what could be happening. Nanny boo boo, very first member. I know you were. I know. Yeah. The patriarch. It's a member on YouTube. You can also become a member on Facebook. I'll do it on Facebook too. I've got memberships over there for subscribers. Primarily though, mostly it's going to be on YouTube. But yeah, if you go on, just create an account and then go onto my page and click join. If you click join at the bottom on my YouTube page, it'll ask you to subscribe. I think it's $2.99, $2.99 for the month. And then I'll just post readings up, get those up. This is for Cancers. This is for Aquarius. This is for Capricorns. This is for Sagittarius, whoever the heck you are, Aries, whatever. Let me know when y'all join what your signs are, and y'all will get posts. You'll get readings. Also going to be doing short clips as well. Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, y'all want to do a mini real quick? Oh, a mini reading? $15. 15, my dear. For a mini reading. My beings are doing. There we go. Cool. Want to do a mini? Y'all want a candle? What kind of candle do y'all want? Do you want protection or do you want money? I want money. That's what I want. I want money. Lots and lots of money. What's the consensus say? What kind of candle do you like? ¿Qué te quieres? Fred, no. You guys are funny. Standing by. Let's do an abundance candle. You want one to protect your money? Okay. Let's do a general protection. Protection and financial abundance. Okay. Bumper says, ow. Whoa. He is wilding out. Go Bumper, go Bumper, go. Nice. All right, kids. Sure. I can give Leo some advice. Sure. I got a personal reading being paid for right now. But yeah. Let's see. We'll do a quick advice for Leo. Welcome in, Lisa. All right. Camer. Let's see. Advice for Leo. Advice for Leo, please. Okay, we got the Justice card and the Three of Pentacles. If there are collaborations in the works, make sure that everything feels nice and balanced, that you're not being overly expected to pull more than just your weight. It feels like there might be pressure for you to perform or to do more than everyone else is doing. The Justice card out here is about fairness and balance. You're going to HR because you're not receiving your bonus pay. Interesting. We've got the work card coming out. Okay. Interesting. This is about finding out fairness, getting fairness here. Fairness, justice at work. We've got justice at work coming in. Interesting. There's the Queen of Wands, Queen of Fire. We've got the Queen of Wands, King of Pentacles. Oh, excuse me, Queen of Pentacles. And okay. 2 Swords, 6 of Pentacles. There's more balance here. This is more fairness. This is more fairness coming out. Can you clarify, please? Can you clarify the 2 of Swords? Okay. 8 of Wands, Hanged Man. So I have a feeling here that there's going to be some resistance to things moving quickly. There's going to be a lot of resistance to things moving quickly. I think it has to do with processing. Yeah, the Moon card. Moon card coming out. I think there's something here that there's the 6 of Pentacles again with the Tower card. 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. Fair balance. Is this something about you having to prove it? You have to come up with, I think you're going to have to come up with the, what am I looking for? Spirit, help me out. The everything that is leading up to the bonus, like all of the evidence, I guess I'm trying to say, what is it? The work you've done. You're supposed to track everything that reveals a bonus is what this is. That's what this 8 of Wands is. And there's some kind of a hold up here. And I think that there's potentially some stuff that's gone under the table a little bit is kind of what I'm envisioning with the Moon card. It feels like things have kind of slipped through the cracks. Things have kind of gotten away from you. So there might be some things that you're not noticing that may come up later if you're not slow enough to check everything, to be careful. This is about not rushing it. Not rushing the process, making sure that you check everything. Something like that. Okay. Oh, interesting. Interesting. I think you're going to have to go back and try to like figure things out. I see a happy outcome. I see a happy outcome. They want you to be more mindful about tracking things in the future to kind of take away from having to deal with this later. I do this at my job. I cut hair for a living at my regular job. And I will track all my tips because I'm not the one processing payroll, but a human processes payroll. So I just want to account for everything and make sure that everything's being accounted for on my end. That way, if anything is short or missing, then I can go back and say something. But until I have confidence in my entity, I'm going to do my own record keeping. So this is about potentially you going back and looking back through your records, combing through everything very carefully. Make sure you didn't miss anything. Okay. Hope that helps. Thanks for trusting our guidance, Camer. I keep trying to put an R in there. Kramer, the company top sales representative. Ooh, okay. There you go. Then you have a lot of stuff to come through, don't you? So it's going to take some time, unfortunately, and you got to go through everything. And there's going to be some stuff that may not have record that you may have to remember. That Moon card's about connecting your subconscious to your consciousness. So try not to be too much in your head. So those those things will kind of come to you. Before you turn it in, make sure you have all your data collected there. All right. Hope that helps. Did we get a reading on deck? Has somebody paid for a reading? You guys think that was detailed? That was just something kind that I like to do. Sounds good. I'm awful. Yeah. Sales. I do take no for an answer. Like, all right, you're lost, whatever. Dillygaff. Let's see here. What are we looking at? What are you looking at? Vogue. Hey, let's do a rating, eh? Hey. Hello. Grace gets a mini. Yeah, you do. Hello, Grace. My love, my darling. Let's get a little mini reading, eh? You got 3 questions. 3 questions for you. Let's look at it. We got a little money. If she needs a full, add to it. You're so funny. You know, I'm detailed. I am super detailed. Yes, indeed. Thank you for trusting our guidance. Absolutely. Okay. Grace, do you ask? Yes. Ask away. Ask whatever you like. What is he like? What's he like anyway? The money. Love protection. About the wand. Oh, not the wand, girl. No. Okay. Hello. Hello. Here you go, collective. Money and protection. And protecting your money. Oh, my ear is ringing. Nice. My left ear is going ham. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Turning 51. Beautiful. What does Spirit need you to know? Okay. What does Spirit need for Grace to know? Grace. Big deep breath. All the way down to your toes. Let it go. Grace's energy, please. I'm 48 in a few months. Nice. It's the 45 to 55 club. Hey, ladies. All right. What does Spirit need for Grace to know? Coming into her year 5-1. What does Spirit need for Grace to know? Oh. Oh. So this one. These ones. Interesting. What else, Spirit? Ah. Whoa. I love them. 2, 3, 4 of cups. All that shaking around. Look at it. Look at it. Just look at it. 2, 3, 4. And then we have a 4 and a 6 of wands. So we have a very successful, happy house coming for you this year. This is home life. This is your home life. This is building your foundation. This is restructuring yourself. This is getting that very celebratory energy whenever you're at home, coming home, building a home, creating a home. You are winning. You are absolutely winning here. The 6 of Wands is victorious after the war. This is celebrating your victory in the war. And now you get to really be so happy where you hang your head. This is pure joy. I do see here we have the 4 of Cups, 2 of Cups, and the 3 of Cups. What's this? Relationships, dating, putting yourself out there, going around. But look, these 4 cups say, it's all right. It's okay. I've had better. It's hit or miss. Take it or leave it. It doesn't matter. There's nothing to write home about here. Not really. I do see that you might be trying to put yourself out there because you're bored. You might be doing that. I'm getting a little bit of, what is it? The Grinch in my head. Am I eating because I'm bored? Right? So we want to kind of fill that space with something, all right, now I have a happy house. Let's see, who wants to come lay in my bed, right? Who wants to go and, who wants to come over and hang out and have a good time? I feel like there's no worthy candidates. Or maybe this is a seeking energy of like, okay, who's coming in? I'm ready. I'm open to this. 4 of Cups. Let's see here. Bottom of the deck, 8 of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, 9 of Swords, Justice, Page of Cups. Okay. Have you had the talk with your daughter yet about everything that's gone on? Have y'all had like really profound sit down, like discussions about how she feels about everything? Where is she at emotionally? This might be impacting you a little bit as you're kind of taking inventory of, the aftermath. Everyone's telling you to get out. That's funny. You know what? You've had a very long, hard fought battle, and you deserve to have some fun. You really do. You deserve to have a good time. I would take the pressure off of it, though. I would put absolutely zero pressure on anything about it leading to anything, right? You can definitely go out and have a good time, but don't put the expectation on it of it turning into anything. That needs to organically feel like something that, would entice you to think about that. It's not even needs to be in the forefront of your mind. It needs to be something that later eventually invites you to consider it. But it should be worthy, okay? aren't allowed to talk about this with her. Oh, I think we need to. Interesting. Yes, that is very interesting. Because I'm seeing here, look, here's the Page of Cups. Here's the Three of Swords. Here's the Devil. Here's the Five of Wands. Here's the Lovers. Here's the Four of Pentacles holding it all in. Here's the Judgment, the big decision. This is, nobody really saying anything. There's a cold, frosty feeling from dad. It's equally as, just, matter of fact from mom. Very supportive, but still matter of fact. You know what I'm saying? Can talk after the hearing. Yeah, I know. Not what I'm focused on. I think my friends just want me to have fun after the... Yeah, absolutely. Hearings in 3 weeks. Okay. Again, don't put the time frame on it. That's funny you say 3 weeks. 3 Swords comes out. I've got 5 Wands. It might continue on for a few more weeks. Don't give yourself any kind of timelines right now. It's putting some added pressure on. Don't do that. It needs to happen. This is about you, really having a lot of time. You have the opportunity of time to put together a really good, well-received message for her. And kind of give this time to settle. Give yourself time to settle as well. So you're not so raw going into it. We don't want to be too raw and too fresh. You know what I mean? You don't want to be coming straight out of the courthouse, having seen him and gone toe to toe, and then getting out of that and being like, okay, finally, now I can tell you how it is. That is not the time. We don't want to trauma dump. You know what I mean? So make sure that you're nice and stable before having that conversation, for sure. Leaving it up to the divine, for sure. Mom, you have been telling me you will tell me for the past 2 years. I told her. I know. Hold on. It's coming. A little bit more patience. A little bit more, for sure. Absolutely. Feeling good. You should be feeling strong. Okay. Next question. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's go ahead and move on to the next question. He's always blessing you. Look, he looked up at you. Oh, buddy. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Good old buddy. Next question, whenever you're ready. Mm-hmm. You ever seen a cat let you touch his feet? He loves me. Okay. Whenever you're ready. Isn't he? I know. He's the bestest. He's the best. Wish I could get my guinea pig up here. He does. I know. He's like, let me go get front and center here. For sure. All right. Next question. He's got my arm unlocked. Can I have my arm, please? He does this in bed. He'll come and just lay on my arm, and then I can't move. Oh, Jugger, thank you. Thank you for the sugars, you precious. Okay. He's a good boy. He's a very good boy. Okay, here we go. All Will you be able to provide the life and new home that you want for you and your daughter this year? Nice. Oh, you did get something in the wheel. Okay, great. It is lagging, I know. It's going through 2 different uploads to get back to go live. So it's lagging. I'm sorry, everybody. All right. Will Grace be able to provide the life and new home that she wants for her and her daughter this year? Is the life and new home coming this year for Grace and her daughter? Is the new life and home? Ace of Wands. 10 of Wands. Queen of Cups. Ace of Cups. Nice. Yeah, I think you're doing the work to make this happen. This is the life you want. This is your cup overflowing. This is very maternal instincts here. Speaking of maternal, there's poor Jocelyn, her very pregnant self. But that's, taking on all that responsibility, what it takes, whatever it takes to make this happen. Your spark is lit here. And you are all in. 2 aces. Yes, this is a new beginning. It's absolutely happening. So many wands. Is that you sitting like that? Like, oh my God. Bottom of the deck. 8 of Pentacles. World card. Of course, it's not going to be like this open, rolled out carpet that has all these neon signs pointing in the right direction saying, open here, today's the day, do this. But it's not this giant maniacal obstacle course that you have to go through. Yes, it's a lot of work. Yes, you have to figure out some things. And yes, there's going to be some things that you can't quite see coming because that's just life. Life is going to keep on energetically throwing at us whatever we're open to, frequency wise, vibrational wise. You're going to be open and susceptible to it, but that's just a matter of handling that and staying the course, staying on track. You have that natural innate kind of happening no matter what, because you're a mom, because you're in the position you're in with being a daughter, being a mother, being a divorcee. You have a lot riding on you. There's a lot of pressure on you. You have to tend to the courts. You have to tend to the house. You have to tend to getting the right kind of job, tending to your kid, tending to having a life. There's a lot going on here. This is a lot. But it's not that big a deal because this is what you asked for. This is what you wanted. This is about doing life, handling what comes up while working the plan, whilst consistently working a plan, getting yourself focused, doing whatever it takes, closing out these old cycles, having a lot of success. Looks good. I absolutely see a resounding yes. Is it perfect and is it easy? No. Is it super freaking difficult with all kinds of redirections and more trauma? No. So, I love this journey for you. Oh, nice, Ramon. Exactly. Very cool. Ever talking to you. Full of questions and it must be there with answers. Maybe not. It might not be. It may just be this, kind of, he may be dealing with things on his own in his own way and want to come back just level and not want to go backwards. He may not want closure whenever he comes back around. He may just want to seamlessly kind of pick up where you left off. Would you be okay with that? You have to kind of get there. As I look up and Grace says, I will get there. Yes, we will all get there. Girl, yes. High Priestess, Eight of Swords, staying in that spiritual connectivity. Don't let your mind run away with you. It very easily will take you down this path that will waste your time and waste your mind. Have us dodging, have us trying to stick our heads in the sand. All right, let's see. Yes, we all. Last question, Miss Gracie. Come on, Grace. Last question for Grace. I'm gonna wear this deck out, boy. Can't see the job career right now with all that's been happening. Will something happen? Okay, is something going to happen job career wise for Grace? Something going to happen. 9 of Cups. Four of Swords, Temperance. Yes. Be patient. Trust the process. This is enjoying the calm before you get what you're wishing for. This is about taking advantage of this time to really prepare yourself. This opportunity now is about getting yourself ready to do all that, getting all your ducks in a row. You need to know where you're going to be at. You need to know your physical location in order to start getting a foundation underneath it. 7 of Cups coming out here. This is options, choices, confusion. I feel like there's a little bit of ambiguity in your planning right now. I think once you know where, then you can kind of set up around that. That's about, the location being the optimal thing. I think once you kind of hone and center in and start sending out your information to those areas, and don't be limited to certain things. Give yourself a proximity, give yourself a range. And then once you start looking at opportunities opening up, that's where divine is pulling you. Wherever you feel like things are starting to open up, opportunities, the phone rings, emails are getting replied to, you're getting calls back, you're getting some responses. That's where you're going to want to lean into and start trying to push your energy at. Okay. Is something going to come up with a job? This is also about, kind of waiting for the exact right thing to come on. Yeah. We have the Knight of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles. Something long-term is definitely coming. But this is about you just getting everything ready right now. 2 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups. It's been one big block. Hi, Cammie. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Just finishing up a personal reading here for the lovely Grace. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I see work coming, though. This is patience. This is, putting your mind at ease here with that 4 of Swords, being totally at rest in your mind. We've got a lot of options coming up once you get more solid about where you're going to be. 4 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. You're getting a little antsy. I see you. Which one do you think is going to happen first, the home or the job? It's kind of like the chicken and the egg, right? You need one to have the other, but the other one can't come until the other one is in focus, right? So you have this a little bit of a catch-22, but I have a strong suspicion that this has to do with the ties that you still have to your past that still need to be completed. Once that is completed and you put pen to paper and you start signing documents, I think then you're going to start having the ability to have some direction. You can start focusing and getting your direction. Oh, Cami, you ask your questions right here in the chat. You give me 3 questions and then I run Oracle at the end, depending on how the reading went. Yes, ma'am. The links are in the description box, my darling. You feel like the home's got to be first? I think so too. I think so too, because then you'll know where the school is, and then you'll know where you got to drive to, and then you got to know, what does your commute, what's your commute going to look like, and is that doable? Because that's gonna encompass whether or not you can do the job. Because you can't commit to a job if your home is forever away, the school's forever away, and you're splitting yourself in 1,000 different directions. I feel like you need to get a few more things aligned in your life in order for that long-term job to come in, because you can't just you can do a bunch of little odd jobs until that long-term thing comes in, but you need more security to get that long-term. Long-term has a lot to do with security. That has everything to do with security. Okay. Cool, baby. Tell you what, let's see here. Let's see. Let me put some Oracle. You want some Oracle, girl? I kind of want to look at this because you've been asking about money and love and family and home. I have not used the Kipper deck in forever, but this feels like our speed. Miss 45 to 55. Honey, welcome to my box. As Samantha said on Sex and the City. Here we go. All right. What else does Grace need to be made aware of? Okay, there's the courtship. Uh-oh. First comes love, then comes marriage. Ah, the lovers, shut up. Isn't that funny? That was the birthday episode when she's El Cantanora. El Cantadore. Bottom of the deck, we've got high honor. Okay, we've got a really high honor coming in with a mature man. Hello. And, oh, what the hell did I say? First comes love, then comes marriage. Yikes. Not the with a wealthy man. And we got a privileged lady. What? I think you got this figured out, babe. Plus, you have a lot of knowledge backing you this time around. You know what I mean? First time around, we didn't know so much. We weren't so keen to the game. And now with all this experience and all this post-experience education and all the continued education that you are getting in your healing process, I believe you've got it kind of figured out what the path is in order to lead to the big payoff, right? The path to the payoff. Mr. Knight is coming in. I mean, I'm seeing something. You deserve it. Grace, I'm going to say this. You freaking deserve it. You do. You really, really do. I want to look at something here. Give me a timeline, please. Let's look at timeline for Grace. Grace would like a focal point. We're going to look first. Look first here real quick. Here we go. This is wrapping up Grace's paid reading. She has gotten the mini reading from me. We're going to wrap this up in just a second, and we'll come back to the chat and get everybody else involved. Give me a timeline, please, for the home. Give me a timeline for the home, for Grace for a home, please. February? Shut up. Are you already in the works? Are you already in the works for this month? Shut up. In just a few days. What? Facebook thought you were spamming me. Oh my God, that's funny. Facebook can kick rocks. Ooh, faster than you think. Jeez. Okay. Oh, all right. Let's see here. Now, romantic relationship. Starting to push your. Okay, right on. Well, push hard, girl. Okay, here we go. Relationship. Relationship for Grace. When do we see a relationship coming in for Grace? A relationship, a romantic relationship this year. Okay. Not forever away. Something maybe this year. Anything else to add? Anything else to add to this year? Bottom of the deck, be patient. Just be patient, baby. Again, I believe this is something that's going to kind of fall into place. I think once you get settled here, this stuff will start to kind of fall into alignment. You know it and you feel that's so wild. That's wild, hunty. It's all happening. Okay, let's look at the job, the Job. The job you need. Way off in the future. Ship has sailed. Okay. Tell me about this job. When is this job coming in? Divine timing. Okay. So again, we're right. I think we're right in knowing that the home is first. So once this house happens, your energy is going to start to reset and your frequency is going to start to shift into a more attractive frequency here, where you're going to start drawing in based on the frequency you're putting out and you're emitting. Now the job needs to be, I think, focused on and worked on here. This is something that is looking like you need more direction. I'm thinking you need more direction. This is about kind of organically aligning with something that feels like a passion, something that feels like it's just, it doesn't even feel like work. It just feels like something you naturally do. Now somebody is going to come in and offer to pay you for it. I'm thinking something along the lines of maybe organizing or directing or managing, potentially administrative, something possibly administrative, something that has to do with making something run smoothly. And it doesn't have to be necessarily your hands. It has to be with the behind the scenes functions. Does that make sense? Feeling a little lost right now with what I want to do. Exactly. Exactly. I'm feeling like you don't know. So you don't even know where to point your arrow and shoot. Like you're just kind of like firing off in all directions. Who wants me? Somebody get in line. Somebody stand in front of my arrows. I'm firing on all cylinders. And people are like bobbing and weaving. Like, whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you shooting at? What are you aiming for? You know what I mean? Do you get that kind of mentality? Not the wife. I'm a certified housewife. That's that energy. Well, not everybody would thrive in that situation. I think Grace has a little bit more to offer with society. I think it has something to do with, somebody really benefiting from her skill set, from what she can do, what she can make happen. I think she has a lot of energy to bring into an environment. I think it would be very contagious, very inspiring, that energy. So anyway, managing a housewife, managing a household. Managing a housewife would be funny. You could be like a personal assistant. I'm just thinking. I'm picturing you on Bravo, like, running around. The Real Housewives of Melbourne are looking for an assistant. You're in. You can be a house manager. Those are a thing, actually. House managers. People who just kind of like do the day-to-day functions of a house. I don't know if you have that in you to kind of take over for somebody else's family and make that go and do when you got your own family that needs your attention. But yeah, anyway, open to it all. That's funny. So that's where you're getting yourself in trouble. It's because you your net is very wide and it has no target. You just kind of like, you're shooting air balls at this point. Maybe it goes in, maybe it doesn't. You're out here just chook, chook. That is hilarious. I love you so much. Allow things to come. Okay. Again, that's working on your vibration. Thank you, my love. The net, not the leg. Baby, we're going to get you a chastity belt, and I'm going to give the key to... We'll give it to Sarah. That'll be fun. Sarah and Natalia, the twins. The twins will share custody of your key to your chastity belt. Oh, yay. Absolutely. Perfect. Let me hug and squeeze on you, Grace, as I release your energy. Thank you so much for trusting our guidance. I am so truly honored. Hi, Cammie. Hello, hello, my dear. I have to fish my mouse out from under my cat. My cat's on the mouse. Isn't that funny? Here's his butt. Let's see here. Very cool. Very cool. I'm scrolling up to your questions. I might be naughty here, but I'm all proper. I see you. You're quite the multitasker. I see you, darling. Hi, Cammie. Thank you so much for trusting our guidance. This is fun. You paid on Apple Pay. Fantastic. Let's see here. How do I pin your comments? I see you there. Thank you, Frederick. Thank you, Frederick. Cammie, questions around finding your purpose, giving and making money. What's coming up for you in love? Cool. Okay. Finding your purpose. What a fascinating. Let's see. Let me ask you something, Cammie. First of all, take a big deep breath all the way down to your toes and let it go like I just did. I just took a big deep breath because I wanted to feel your energy. What I would like for you to do, Miss Cami, think about what you would do with your day if there was no such thing as money. If you didn't have to earn and use currency to do life, what would you do to fill your day up? How would you spend your time? Bye, Leela. Thank you, babe, for hanging out with us. It was good to see you, as always. What an honor. Blocked on Facebook because they thought you were spamming. Oh, no. Oh, I will go on and try to do something. I'll figure that out, Grace. Sorry about that. Those bastards. She's not spamming. She's allowed to talk to me fast. I hear her. Okay, so Miss Cami, if there was no such thing as money, what would you do? How would you spend your time? What would your day look like, day in, day out? Connect to Cami's energy, please. Let me connect to Cami's energy, please. Cami's energy. Cami's energy. What does Cami need to know? All right, Miss Cami, we've got bright ideas. Take action on your ideas. Take action on your ideas. Gifts, yes, tapping into your gifts. You possess hidden talents. Hidden talents, your bright ideas. These are your methods. This is what inspires you. This is about remembering what you have been complimented on, where you feel most natural. What feels most natural to you, Cami? Where do you feel like you're most radiant? Is it dealing with people? Is it organizing? Is it hands-on, physically? Using your hands and working with materials? Is it about using your mind to come up with ideas in creation? Is it about managing people to produce results? Where do you find your talents? Where do you feel most talented and gifted at? Okay. So Spirit's asking you to hone in on your gifts. You possess hidden talents, latent abilities. Okay. This is the direction you're needing to do. It's about not even honing in on something specific. It's about getting in a general direction. Say, I have a passion for serving people. Well, there's many different avenues you could do that. You could do that in a sense of creating a happy time. You may want to be a party planner. You could want to be a wedding planner. This could be something like you want to help guide and counsel people. You may have a knack for, talking people down off the ledge, or really listening and being very, very open to hearing people all the way through. You may have a natural talent for that. You may be really good at reading people and anticipating their needs. Okay. But this is about honing in on those and kind of going in that direction. You have a big smile on your face. I love that. Helping and bringing positivity. Beautiful. That's fantastic. Helping and bringing positivity. So acts of service. I myself was in the service industry my entire career, pretty much. My entire career. There's moments where I did admin work, but majority of it was service industry, either waiting tables or now I'm cutting hair. But all of this had to do with serving, helping people. Bringing positivity is something that may be done through teaching. That could be something you do through teaching. We've got shielding that has also come out here. Move and win in silence. So this is about not being overly vocal. I feel like I want to do this. I feel like I want to do this. I feel like I want to do this. This adds extra pressure to yourself if you tell too many people. I'm thinking about teaching. Okay, cool. That sounds great. People are going to start asking, have you looked into it? Have you learned any more about it? Have you started on your certifications? What classes are you? Are you going to teach school? Are you going to teach, post education? What are you going to teach? People are going to start getting up in your energy, and this adds pressure. Plus what you've already decided to do. Now you're researching, you're, gathering information, you're kind of deciding on a path. Then you got outside external forces also adding to the pressure. This is about keeping kind of a low profile, not bringing too many people into the mix. This will help you maintain focus and not be too saturated and inundated. This will deter you from focusing and really figuring out what it is you want to do, not what they want to do or somebody else that they know experienced or went through. This is stuff that's going to deter you. You need to hone it and be very, very focused on self right now. Okay. And be a little bit more selfish while you're deciding on a direction. You don't want a whole lot of people adding into this because that will confuse you. Okay. All right, let's see. I'm sorry, I thought somebody was leaving. I was about to say goodbye. Okay, bottom of the deck, we've got partnership. Prioritizing your connections, partnership. Collaborations, business partners, sharing, union, connections. Once you figure out the direction you're going, you're going to start talking to people who do what it is you're thinking of doing. They could help you about 10 people going up the stairs right now. It's so loud. Made a mistake of telling too many people what you're thinking. Yes. Yeah. People will distract you. People will bring too much energy. They'll bring too many ideas. It kind of keeps you off your focus. You have a relationship with your higher self. Once you get this idea in your head, they're going to start giving you messages and opening up the pathway if it is meant for you. If not, they're going to start throwing up blocks and deterrents and all kinds of things. We can't go and add to it by helping bring in distractions and deterrents. We need to be very secluded and isolated while we are honing in on the right connections. We want to start talking to the right people who are where we want to be, not people who know somebody who knew somebody who might have done it. No offense to your people you love, your friends, your mom, your auntie, whoever. If they're not where you're headed, they're not going to know how to guide you to where you want to go. Okay. So you have to be very careful about who you talk to and what you say. That's going to keep you clear-headed. Okay. This is about aligning with the right connections to push you to the place you're going. That's where you're really going to get those helping hands from people who know where you're going and how to get there. All right. So kind of hone that in. You're going to want to sit down though and start thinking about, what would that look like? Helping people, being of service. How could I utilize that? This is as easy as going all the way back to old skill sets, things you may not feel like, were very important back then, but it may be some sort of a hidden talent that you could utilize to this day. Okay. I've got a deck for this. Let me pull out another here. Hold on. I have more info. Where is? No, those are love decks. That's not right. Where the heck? I will use the light seers for you. We want to see the lights. Okay. I know I had. No, that's not it. Is it this one? Let's look at this one. Yeah. I have not used this deck in a million. Let's see what could be in here. Yes. This is it. This is it. Okay. What else do we need to know? What else can I help Cami with? What else does Cami need to know? Allow. Okay. You're being asked to open up your energy field, to take down your walls of protection in order to allow good news into your life. Sometimes without even realizing it, we block ourselves from the flow of life. It's safe to open yourself back up. And again, this is about opening yourself up to the right connections, to the right information, to the things that are going to be beneficial and help you and guide you. Okay. Pushing aside what does not work for you and allowing in what is. I've got bravery out here. Make tough decisions that you've been putting off because of fear, which is understandable, but you do have the strength and bravery to make the decisions, and you'll feel so much lighter once you finally do. Be brave. Start going in a direction. Start asking questions. Start putting yourself in the energetic field of what you're thinking about. Allow for this to come in. Be open to it. Okay. Let's see here. Queen of Wands. This is getting creative. This is focusing on, creation. Look at that. Queen of Wands and the Empress. You need to get down to like what you really, really, really divinely love and make it your sole focus in life. I think you're getting too distracted. I think you're letting too many things kind of take you in too many directions. So this is about going all in on what you're empowered by, what fuels you, and go all in on it here with that Empress card. 1000%. 8 of Wands. That's a lot of creation. That's a lot of forward, fast movement towards that. I think once you start honing in on what you love to do and start working towards creating that, then that's just going to start moving so fast. Okay. What's coming in love? What's coming in love for Cami? What's coming in love for Cami? Oh, 10 of Cups. Hello. Rainbows, butterflies, and unicorns, fart and sprinkles. Love to see it. 7 of Wands. Okay. This is on guard. Very protective. I feel, 4 of Swords. And the Death card is on the floor. Boom. All right. So what's coming in for you in love? It must be overwhelmingly emotionally fulfilling, or it can't come in. And you're fine with that. You're totally at peace with knowing that your expectations are not a limitation. It's a boundary set in place to protect you from anything less than what you deserve. So whatever your expectations are, as far as holding yourself firm to what you will tolerate, what you won't tolerate, what you do want in a partner, what you absolutely will no longer accept. But this is about setting ground rules as far as connecting with somebody. And I feel like that's the first and foremost. That's the first and foremost is the ground rules you set in place. Before anybody is allowed to come and play in your sandbox, you set the rules first. This is what you do in order to play in my sandbox. Otherwise, you can't come in. And you're cool with that. There are no amendments. This is the rules as they stand. My boundaries only come down whenever I feel at peace. Okay. A lot of protection around you. I'm coming out of a tough time and have had some fear. Okay. That needs to be worked through. You have major changes that have happened here, but this is about kind of facing the inevitability of what you were forced to let go of because of what's coming in. We are pushed and forced to make way and make room for what that next thing is. But everything that's happened up until that point is teaching you about the rules you're going to set in place. Page of Wands, 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, the High Priestess, the Hermit, the 6 of Cups, 8 of Swords. Yeah, your past has you freaking out. You refuse to undo all of that healing and put yourself back in that place of misery ever again. You're not going back to that prison of misery. You're not doing it. You knew how you got there, and you're going to do everything to keep yourself out of that, including remaining as independent as possible and knowing that your spirit is looking out for you. This is spiritual protection. I feel like this is what helps to keep you focused and organized as well. This is about maintaining your focus and keeping your eye on the prize of getting yourself in the position of being the prize, so that the type of energy you're attracting in has to be on a certain level in order to even have access to you. This is about putting yourself in a position to where the type of people that had access to you in the past will never be able to come near you again because of the work you're doing on yourself now. And this organically aligns you to a better caliber person. Okay. Always forward. So your person, this is a fantasy that a lot of us have built up in our head as far as what we consider love. Carl Jung has broken down the science of what happens to us when we experience love. We're experiencing a mirroring effect of them fulfilling stuff in us that we lack and they have. Therefore, we feel complete and whole when we come in connection with this person. It's whenever those faults and fallacies start to come into play. You have to connect with the right person who's going to be able to recognize where those faults are and want to do work on themselves to improve to a healthy place where you both can function together. You support them doing that. They support you in the same manner with things that come up with you. This is how couples work. It's both people putting in the effort to continually improve upon self while the other supports that person doing so. This takes a healthy alignment of two people in a healthy mental and emotional openness and willingness to do this journey with each other. That takes maturity, and that takes the willingness to show up accountable and vulnerable. This is very, very rare whenever two people are showing up in that same energy nowadays. It's very rare. Let me see. Let's get a time frame here. When we heal, elevate, continue to shrink drastically. Yeah, exactly. When you improve on yourself, when you make yourself aware, self-aware. The more self-aware you are, the easier you see everyone coming into the picture. You can tell when somebody's lying to you. You can tell when somebody's trying to just get in your pants. You can tell when somebody's just here for a minute and not for the long haul. You can tell when somebody's trying to get away with something. You can feel it because you've done work on you. You're not in the position of wanting. You're in a position of allowance. It's allowing versus wanting. Wanting is forcing and accepting. Allowing is being open to something when it feels organically aligned. Let's get a time frame. Do we have a time frame here? What are we looking like with time frames? As far as when would this person be coming? When would Cami be aligned? When would Cami be aligned? On a holiday. This probably feels like when you're not focusing on it, when you're sitting in your highest vibration, when you're not even aware of it, you're focusing on something else entirely. Your vibration is high. You're having a wonderful time. You're laughing. You're enjoying yourself. You're enjoying the company around you. Your life is on point. So you're radiating. You're magnetizing. This is going to attract in that frequency, that vibration. Our vibe attracts our tribe. And I have a feeling that this joy, this opportunity for somebody to see the light within shining outside of you is going to be something that's going to be a magnet. This is going to be an attractor. Okay. I have a feeling it's going to be something magical like that. Eee! Not in this lifetime at the bottom. September, take it one day at a time. So, and then not the right time at the bottom of the deck. I must say that a majority of the connections that I've heard of that are successful, healthy, and happy, they happened when somebody was not looking for it. When they were not looking for it, when they weren't open to it and waiting for that opportunity to meet their person. When you're focusing on yourself, when you're focusing on your goals, when you are living in your most happiest, authentic self, your friendships are good, your relationships with your family is good, your career is set, your home is happy and healthy and private and secure. Your pets, if you have them, are thriving. You kids, if you have them, are thriving. This feels like your life is so energetically elevated that you have to decide what in your life is going to have to lessen its to help me out, Spirit. This is whenever you're going to have to start picking and choosing. What am I going to take away from so that I can allow for this to come in? Because you are looking at it as a benefit to your life. This looks like something that will enhance your life, not something like you have to make room for, or you're wanting to build your life around. This is something that you want to make room for once you feel that the connection happens, okay? Indeed, Fred, I do hope Cami comes back. Absolutely. But now, right now, for the person meeting, it just doesn't feel like the right time at this moment. Let's look at a few other cards here. It doesn't feel quite right quite yet. Let me see. This deck over here. Here we go. Oh my gosh, I am so celibate. I tell you what, I'm so celibate that I've become asexual. My healing for anyone else feels it it feels completely unappealing to me. It feels like no one would be worthy at this point in my life. And I know this. I know the psyche. I know the yeah, there's a lot of factors currently. Let's look at the karma deck here. Let's look at a karma deck and see what we have to say. What else can we tell Cammie? They cut the cords, but you rewired your whole system. This is reinventing yourself, changing everything about you, not just the physical. This is your emotional self, your mental self, your spiritual self. Everything was rewired. You've completely reinvented yourself to where if they even came back, they'd have to get to know you all over again. They wouldn't recognize you. You've done so much improvements. You've taken all of that negativity and turned it into something positive that sometimes becomes completely untouchable to the people who have hurt us and pushed us into this change. You become then untouchable. What else for Cammie? Don't be an emotional hoarder. Don't take on everybody's BS. Your peace needs to live here. No trauma dumping, no drama dumping, no stress. You're not pressed. You're not their emotional landfill. Take the trash out. They cannot dump their emotional baggage on you. Your boundaries are up. Do not allow that. You have your own things to work through. And anyway, when people bring you all their crap, what are you supposed to do with it? Now, where do you go with it? This is energy. People are transferring that. Do not let people do this to you. You've got your own stuff to work through. Put your boundaries up. Protect yourself. That's a version of self-love, is boundaries, strong boundaries. Bottom of the deck. Don't resurrect what was meant to be deleted. Leave it in the past. You've got a new era coming up. Leave it there. It's meant to be gone. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh. Not ready to date, but wondered. Yeah, it's not quite there yet. You know, we think we've done so much healing, but I'm going to tell you, if your mind's even going there, like your person, when are they coming? What would they be like? What would they look like? Is it going to happen? Who is it going to be? You're not quite there yet because you're still focusing outward, Cammie. I'm going to tell you this. If you're externally focusing, you're taking away from that internal focus. And your internal focus has nothing to do with anybody, any place, or anything outside of you. It has nothing to do with who you are, who you will be, and why. Okay? I hope that helps. I hope that clears up a little bit for you too. So many people get lost. I'm probably one of the worst tarot readers on the internet because I will not feed your delusions. I will not sit here and try to keep you holding on to keeping your face pressed against the glass, focusing all of your energy out there. I'm going to grab that beautiful hand of yours, take you over to the mirror, point to it, and show you the face looking back at it and say, that's the person that needs your attention. That's the person that is going to help you have everything come into focus. Start there. All your answers are right inside that person. Everything else falls into place as a result of that work. Okay? Big old hugs and squeezes. I hope that helped. I hope it resonated. I appreciate all of your very cool and insightful questions that you've asked me, giving me an opportunity to dive deep. Thanks for trusting our guidance. I appreciate you. And I hope you come back. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you can come catch us live. Also, I started posting the monthly readings too, and that's Sun, Moon, Rising. I don't know, Cammie, if you know your Sun, Moon, Rising. I have a link in the description box on how you can find those if you don't know them. I myself am an Cancer Sun, Libra Moon in the 8th house, Aquarius Ascendant, Aquarius Rising. My Mars and my Mars and Venus are both in Virgo. Both of those are in the 7th house, which has to do with relationships. My moon in the 8th house has to do with rebirth, death, money. Okay. I'm so glad, Cammie. Hugs, hugs, hugs for you. Thanks, baby doll. Yes, the third question. Didn't we do the third question? It was the when are they coming? When is that person coming in? Yep. We looked at the love life and then when. And then I took you away from the window. Stop watching. It's not happening yet, girl. It's not the right time. This makes me think of Beetlejuice, which makes me think of Catherine O'Hara, which makes me miss her more. Yep, we got the win. We sure did. Yes, ma'am. Big hugs. What's that? And shut up. I didn't do. Now I'm going to. Here's that noise. With a at the end. Ha ha. Tease that. It made me choke. I pulled too hard. Yikes. Is this still going? What? You're joking me. You're joking me. All right, kids. Did y'all have fun? I had fun. That was a fun live. You make me laugh. You're the funny girl. Y'all, that was so fun. Thank y'all so much for hanging out, spending, golly, 3 hours? Baby. Ain't you tired, Miss Hilly? Are y'all tired? I'm not. It's my Saturday. I'm off tomorrow, too. You're welcome for the candle. You're so welcome. Me. Peace and love from all of the above. You got blocked on Facebook and it was worth it. I wish I had a lousy t-shirt to send you. I got blocked on Facebook and all I got was this lousy t-shirt. Bink, bink. Hilarious. Nearly 4 p.m. on Wednesday. Hump day. Awesome. It's Tuesday. That would be my Sunday, but I'm still on Saturday. You're so welcome. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. Thank y'all so much for everybody being here. What? I do have a candle, Grace, that I'm going to be calling Women's Spicy. Women's Spicy. That'll be my candle. Remember to drink water and don't take no. Yes. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Absolutely. Ramon is right. Absolutely. Ramon is correct. Ramon wanted a timeline. When will Ramon's son start talking to him? Before I close out, Ramon, when will you hear from your son? When will you hear from your son? When will Ramon hear from his son? Spring, be patient. We got spring. And be patient. Okay. A chocolate scented chocolate starfish. Oh my God. Toe bean candle. That is funny. You're so welcome for your reading, Grace. You're so welcome. Look at that. Stop waiting. Redirect your focus. Okay, Ramon? Redirect your focus. Try as hard as you can. Every time it comes up, transmute that angst into something positive, something productive, something that benefits you, something that would benefit both of you. You know, every time you think of him, go work on a project. And by the time he reaches out, say, every time I thought of you, I started working on this. I started building this. I started creating this. And now that you finally reached out, I can share it with you. I've been thinking of you this entire time. This is what I created every time your thought came into my mind. Something of that nature. You know, that would make the reconnection so much more profound and personal and important. Something like that. You know, I don't know if you're very creative in that factor. If you could write a poem, write a letter, draw a picture, whatever that is, something that you create, build freaking credenza, whatever it is. You could build what are those, a bureau, like, you know, something fancy for the desktop, something, I don't know, a birdhouse, something for the kitchen, whatever. Knit something, sew something, paint something, write something, draw something, but create. Pour your energy into something else every time you think of him. Make it into a project and then share that with him when he finally comes back into your world. Okay, cool. I thank you, Fred, so much for helping out tonight. You are such a godsend, and I appreciate you. Thank you for modding in my room. Thank you for offering readings to my collective, for helping everybody out, for being such a true, genuine, loving friend, for showing up all the time, for always being there, Fred. You are a true treat. Thank you so much. Grace, Natalia, Delaney, Lisa, Ramon, Cami, everyone else who showed up. Thank you. Sarah, the other Sarah. Thank y'all. It was so good to see everybody. If I missed you, I'm so sorry I'm missing your name. I'm thinking of the one name that came in earlier. Okay. The person that came in early on that was brand new. I will remember. You come in 2 or 3 more times, your name's unlocked. I will not forget you. If you're brand new, sorry. It takes me a couple times for me to remember you, but I will. If you keep coming back, you'll go in the memories. Mwah. Love you guys. And Layla. Of course not. Can't forget Layla. Of course not. Absolutely. Everybody. All right, my loves. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your day.